They want to see you destroyed, and they're not hiding it. Witches are working against you, trying to trap you, to make you fall just when everything was about to get better. They're going straight for your money, your health, and your luck. They can't stand to see you shine. The worst part is, they're not strangers. They're close people, friends, family. People who pretend to care about you but inwardly envy you with rage. They ask about you, but only to know if you've fallen yet. And among them is a woman who doesn't rest. She's full of hate, obsessed with seeing you badly off. She's already done several acts of witchcraft to block your paths. And she doesn't work alone. She's with a dark sorcerer who wants you out of the way. They want to break all the good coming to you. But I tell you something. Divine justice is already moving. Your angels are fighting, and every attack they send you is being returned. Comment. They pushed me violently, but God sustained me. Don't let your guard down. Important days for your destiny are coming, and they know it. That's why they attack you. Because they feel that good things are approaching. Protect yourself. Cleanse your energy, because even though this woman wants to destroy you with her hatred and her magic, what is yours, no one can steal. She acts from emptiness, rage, and insecurity, that you are protected by something greater than all that poison. Remember this. The energy they send returns, and this time the universe will make them pay for every attempt to harm you. She thinks she can have what's coming to you, but with each attempt, she only digs deeper into her own void. You, on the other hand, continue to shine, advancing, rising higher every day. Don't let fear, rage, or doubt drag you into their darkness. This is your moment to stay calm, lift your head, and trust. What is destined for you is already on its way, and no one can stop that divine promise. Your angels are active, surrounding you with light, clearing your path, blocking all negative energy that others have sent. Nothing can touch what was blessed from heaven. No spell, no binding, no malicious intent can stand against a pure heart and a purpose guided by God. And about that special person you have in your heart, don't let the darkness of others sow doubt between you. Your relationship was not born of control, it was born of the soul, and that's something no witch can break. True love is not destroyed by envy. The woman who wants to separate you doesn't understand what you share. Her desperation only reflects her emptiness, her need to compare herself to you, to steal something that doesn't belong to her. But you are not alone. You have your angels, your divine guidance, and your inner strength. Divine justice doesn't shout. It acts in silence. You don't need revenge, only faith, because the universe always arranges everything in its own time. Your light is so strong that darkness breaks before touching you. Comment. They pushed me violently, but God sustained me, and say it firmly. Because that's exactly what's happening. They are attacking you. Yes. They are spying on you. They wish you ill. They judge you from the shadows. But none of that matters when you are sustained by heaven. You are stronger than she will ever understand. And no matter how hard she tries, she cannot touch what was chosen by the light. She believes she can close your paths, but every time she tries, she awakens something stronger in you, a divine protection that completely surpasses her. What she doesn't understand is that her attacks only activate your blessing, because every attempt to harm you turns into punishment for her. The universe doesn't stay silent when someone tries to dim another's light. Everything you've achieved has been with effort, with tears, with faith, and no one can erase that. You didn't take anything from anyone. You simply shined, and that's what bothers her. This woman, consumed by jealousy, no longer reasons. She has a dark soul, a heart rotten with envy, and that's why she acts with such malice. But you are not alone. You have a light that comes from heaven, that grows every time she attacks you, a strength that doesn't break in the face of darkness. And while she despairs to destroy you, the universe prepares to give you even more than you expect. Therefore, now is the time to stay strong. Cleanse your energy, your space, your thoughts. Close doors to everything that vibrates low, to everything that wants to divert you from your path. Don't fall into her game. Don't respond with hatred. You were not created to drag yourself in darkness, but to reign in the light. Although many await your fall, although they watch your every step hoping to see you surrender, you must keep moving forward, because nothing and no one can hold back what has already been decreed for you. And what's coming, believe me, is greater than you imagine. While they plan your fall, you rise. While they work against you, you receive blessing after blessing. Because that's how the universe works. It returns multiplied what you give. And you have given love, patience, struggle, and now it's time to reap what you've sown. This is your season to flourish, and no spell can defeat that. Don't fall into her game. Don't let the hatred they carry contaminate you, because they will never be able to understand the magnitude of your light, or the depth of your connection with the divine. You were not created to live in fear. You were chosen to shine, even in the midst of chaos. Trust in yourself, in your energy, in the purpose that sustains you, because no one has the power to take away what heaven has already written for you. This is the exact moment when everything reverses, where every harm they try to inflict will return to them with a force they cannot bear. What the medium saw was not a warning. It was a confirmation. Spiritual judgment has already begun. And those who sowed hatred will reap exactly what they cast out. They didn't expect the energy they released against you to return with such speed, but that's how the universe works. Silent but sure. Dark days for them are drawing closer. There is no protection when the intention is born of evil and karma. When it arrives, does so without warning. Meanwhile, your angels haven't stopped for a second. They have been breaking every energetic knot, undoing every curse, purifying your environment, and sealing your soul with a light that no one can extinguish. Even if they have sent you darkness, illness, or death, nothing can reach you because your spirit is sustained by higher forces. They want to see you on the ground, but you were born to fly. They are obsessed with your fall, but they chose the wrong destiny, because you are rising, advancing, flourishing. Your spiritual guides have been attentive from the beginning, observing how they have tried to ruin you, but also witnessing your strength, your faith, and your courage. That's why they have intervened. They are clearing every corner of your path, eliminating the remnants of those invisible attacks, and setting the stage for what's coming. And what's coming is big. The energy around you is changing, and even if you don't see it all yet, you can feel it. Doors are opening, blessings are on their way, and miracles are about to manifest. Your victory is closer than you imagine, and no matter how hard they try, no one can prevent you from receiving it. But what she didn't know is that you are protected by something much greater than her hatred. Every time she tried to stop you, it was like pushing a blessed door. Not only did it not open for her, but it ended up crushing her with the weight of her own darkness. You keep moving forward, even when you felt tired, confused, or in pain, because within you lives a force that does not give up. What she wanted was to see you lost, dimmed, disconnected from your purpose. But all she achieved was to awaken your inner fire. That pressure in your head, that weight you felt on you, was no coincidence. They were energies sent with dark intent. She wanted to bend your mind, manipulate your thoughts, lock you in a cage of sadness and doubt. But your angels saw everything. They saw the exact moment when she asked for bad things to happen to you. The moment when she moved energies to bury your light. And they also saw your resistance, your faith, your prayers, your silent struggle. That's why they are acting now. They are breaking everything that woman wove in the shadows. They are burning every thread of evil with divine fire. What used to affect you is now beginning to be released. Every tear you shed is being transformed into strength, and every night of pain into clarity. She has been persistent, yes. She has worked with rage. She has sought out sorcerers. She has performed rituals, but you have something she can never imitate. The protection of the divine and a light born of the soul. No matter how much she insists, no matter how much she spends time, money, and energy trying to stop you, she cannot go against the plan that the universe already has for you. What is about to arrive in your life is so powerful, so great, that not all her darkness combined can prevent it. In fact, without realizing it, she is accelerating the process. The more she attacks you, the closer you are to receiving the reward you deserve. So don't stop. Walk firmly. Trust in yourself and in the power that protects you. The universe doesn't fail, and when the time comes, that woman will fall by her own evil, while you will receive what you have so long awaited. Comment. They pushed me violently, but God sustained me, because now the most beautiful part of your story begins. What she never understood is that you are not alone. You never were. From the first attempt to harm you, you were already surrounded by angels, by guides, by forces that do not allow evil to touch those who walk with light. Every spell she cast, every word she murmured against you, every object she used with bad intentions, everything dissolved before reaching you. Your energy not only resisted, it strengthened. And now it's time for you to take control, to cleanse yourself, to free yourself, to break with everything that woman tried to bind in your life. Do it with faith, with firm intention, with the certainty that you are being assisted by the divine. This cleansing is more than a ritual, it is a declaration. It is telling the universe that you recognize your power, that you no longer accept burdens that are not yours, that you will not allow that shadow she sent to remain in your energetic field. Raise your vibration, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and repeat firmly. Nothing that does not belong to me can stay within me. All darkness leaves. All that is light remains. She tried to manipulate your destiny, playing with energies she doesn't fully understand, believing she could steal blessings from you, stop your success, divert your path. But what she did was open a return channel for everything she emitted. Divine justice is already in motion, and what's coming for you cannot be stopped. Your light is expanding, your soul is being cleansed, and the dark cycle she tried to impose is collapsing. What she tried to block will multiply in your favor. What she tried to steal will be returned to you double, and what she tried to destroy will be restored with more strength. Now is your time. Time to heal, to close everything that hurts, to cleanse your soul, body, and mind. What that woman did, out of envy, only confirmed something very powerful. She saw in you what you sometimes forgot to see. She saw your radiance, your future, your power. That's why she attacked you. But what she can never have is what you carry inside. A protected soul, a blessed path, and a direct connection with the divine. Comment. I release all dark energy, because the light of God sustains me, because that is your truth. And from today, nothing and no one can touch what is already yours. This woman wanted to snatch everything the universe had prepared for you. And not only did she fail, but she ignited the divine force that now protects you with greater intensity. She paid for witchcraft with the intention of closing your paths, manipulating your luck, drying up your abundance, and cutting off the arrival of all good things. But none of that worked. What she did was awaken your protectors, mobilize your spiritual guides, and activate a divine justice that is already falling upon her. You are still standing, and not only that, you are closer than ever to receiving everything you deserve. She played with dark energies, believing she could control your destiny, without knowing that destiny is not negotiated, stolen, or stopped when it comes blessed. Although she tried to sow doubts in you, to make you believe that you didn't deserve the prosperity that was coming, you kept fighting, and that's why you are being rewarded. Because nothing can defeat a soul that doesn't surrender. Your path remains open. The flow of money, opportunities, the abundance she tried to stop are beginning to return to you with more force. Every one of her attempts to bind you, to stop you, to confuse you is being annulled right now. And while you cleanse, free, and elevate yourself, she begins to live the hell she sowed. All that hatred, all that envy, all that darkness she sent is returning to her life multiplied. Desperation consumes her. Her plans crumble, and everything she thought she would achieve turns into ruin, because that's how divine justice acts. Silent but unstoppable. You, on the other hand, stay firm. Don't look back. Elevate your energy. Keep your mind calm and your faith intact. What's coming for you is big. There is no longer any witchcraft that can stop you. No spell that works. No darkness that can reach. You, comment. What's mine? No one takes from me. I am protected by the light. Because that's how it is. This woman wanted to cut off your hands, but what she did was open the portal for you to receive everything multiplied. Her hell has already begun. Your blessing is just beginning. Victory is closer than you think. And although now you may feel that some things are still stalled, in reality, the universe is aligning everything so that your blessings arrive bigger, cleaner, and firmer than ever. Don't be afraid, because that feeling of stagnation is just the silence before the miracle. Divine justice is acting, and when it does, nothing and no one can stop it. Everything that belongs to you is on its way, and will arrive without obstacles, because you are surrounded by a spiritual protection, so strong that no darkness can penetrate. They believed they could play with your energy as if it were an object. They lit candles, performed rituals, cast words full of hatred with the intention of destroying you, but they didn't know who they were messing with. They didn't understand that you are not alone, that you have sacred support, that your soul is marked by a force that cannot be bought or imitated. The medium warned them what is now coming true. Trying to extinguish you is like trying to put out the sun with a shadow. It's impossible because you are a child of light, and light always triumphs. Every spell they tried, every evil thought they threw at you, every attempt to manipulate your path, all of it is returning to them with double the weight. And it's not punishment, it's consequence, because that's how universal justice works. It returns what you give. It multiplies what you sow. And if they sowed darkness, now they will walk in it. Meanwhile, you are flourishing. Perhaps you don't see it clearly yet, but your soul already feels it. Openings are coming. Good news is coming. Doors are opening effortlessly because you have already paid the price of pain and learning. Remember who you are. Remember what you carry within. You are no one's victim. You are a channel of light, protected, guided. Comment. Nothing can hold back what God has already prepared for me. Because that's how it is. They are living the beginning of their own downfall, and you are about to experience the beginning of your greatest victory. Although they tried to harm you in silence, although they hid behind masks and rituals believing that no one would see them, the truth is that everything has already been revealed before the eyes of the universe. Nothing remains hidden when divine justice comes into play. They thought their black magic would be enough to dim you, to steal what is yours, to stop your light and manipulate your destiny. But all they achieved was to activate a storm of consequences over their own lives. From the moment they used your name in their rituals, from the moment they paid for energetic work to see you fall, they began to write their own downfall. Because you, unknowingly, were protected even before they tried to touch you. The angels who guard you have witnessed everything. They have seen every attempt to harm, every poisonous word, every thought loaded with envy. And now they are taking action. They played with fire, and now they are burning with their own hands. None of what they sent you worked. No witchcraft, no binding, no curse was able to penetrate your spiritual shield. Because your soul is not alone. It was chosen by the light, sealed by sacred forces that do not rest until they see you advance. And now you see it more clearly. Everything that seems stagnant begins to move. Doors that were unfairly closed open again, but this time with more force, with more blessing, with more abundance. What you thought was lost is about to return multiplied. The heavy energy you felt, that fatigue you didn't understand, those pains that appeared out of nowhere are dissolving because their dark roots have been cut. They no longer have power over you. They can no longer touch your spirit. You have awakened. You have recognized that you have a greater purpose, that your light is not extinguished by those who do not know how to shine. They acted from emotional scarcity, from resentment, from that need to have what you built with effort, that they failed because the universe does not reward evil, and what you have, no one can steal. Every sabotage attempt they planned, every trap they wanted to leave in your path has been annulled, and what is more powerful has been returned. They already feel in their bodies, in their minds, in their surroundings, the consequences of messing with a child of the universe, a child of God, a woman protected by truth, by light, and by sacred love. And you, at this moment, must prepare for what's coming. It's not just justice, not just liberation. What's coming is blessing, reward, miracle. The universe is about to deliver what you deserve, not for what you have suffered, but for what you have resisted without losing faith. Your soul has been tested by fire, and instead of breaking, it strengthened. Now is your moment. Life is giving you back everything the evil tried to take from you. Peace, stability, love, abundance. Even in your sentimental life, the interference that this dark woman tried to sow is already being uprooted. That special person who drifted away, confused by manipulated energies, will soon see clearly, because truth always comes to light, and true love cannot be defeated by envy or witchcraft. The path is clearing, and the bonds that were distorted by bad intentions are healing. Breathe deeply and repeat with confidence. I am protected, I am free, I am guided by divine light. And though you may not know it, they have already begun to pay. The people who messed with your name, with your energy, are already feeling the consequences. What they tried to do to you is returning to them with more force. What they sowed against you is flourishing, but not as they expected. It is flourishing in the form of ruin, loneliness, despair, because no one can mess with someone who is protected by heaven and get away with it. Saint Michael has already descended with his flaming sword to set boundaries. Your soul was marked by light, and all darkness that tries to enter will be mercilessly cut off. That woman, who wishes you so much harm, is already feeling how what she had is crumbling. Her plans, her relationships, her stability, everything is starting to fall apart, because you cannot build your life on the destruction of another. You cannot live trying to extinguish what another ignites with their heart. And that's what she doesn't understand. She believes that if she erases you, if she blocks you, if she attacks you, she will have peace. But peace is not achieved by destroying others. It is achieved by healing from within. And she doesn't want to heal. She only wants to harm. That's why she's trapped in a cycle from which she cannot escape without paying for everything she did. And you just need to stay firm. Don't run, don't explain, don't justify. Just keep walking with your head held high. Because the universe is already taking note of everything. There are people who have heard lies about you, who have judged you without knowing you, who have even mocked your faith and your fools. That they too will have their lesson. Because when someone mocks a person who is being sustained by God, that mockery becomes judgment for themselves. You are not a victim. You are a survivor, a warrior, and what is coming for you is not punishment. It is reward. A reward so great that even your enemies will have to see it with their own eyes. Prepare yourself because this week will be crucial. There will be signs. You will dream of people who betrayed you. You will feel unexplained physical discomfort. You might even cross paths with someone who reminds you of painful moments, but all of that will be a sign of cleansing. Your angels are removing the dirt that others tried to stick to you. They are sweeping the shadows from your path. They are reinforcing your spiritual shield, and that's why your body feels it. It's not weakness, it's transformation. And there's more. In the coming days, you will receive unexpected news, something that will fill you with light, peace, certainty. Because even if you have doubts today, heaven has already prepared an answer. That call you're waiting for, that person who had drifted away, that solution that seemed impossible, it will arrive. Because this is your time of restitution. The universe will not only give you back what was taken from you, it will multiply it. Because while others used your name to do harm, you used your faith to protect yourself. And that faith is what now opens the portals of blessing. Comment: what's mine? No one takes from me. And don't say it with fear. Say it with certainty, like a decree. Because it's not just a phrase. It's a spiritual declaration that breaks chains, blocks attacks, and places you where you deserve to be. It is your battle cry, your affirmation of power, your seal of victory. And in the midst of all this, there's something you shouldn't ignore. Your intuition. That voice that tells you who is good and who isn't. That feeling that makes you uncomfortable with certain people, don't ignore it anymore. Your guides are speaking through your emotions, through your gut feelings. If something doesn't feel right, it's because it isn't. If someone takes away your peace, it's because they shouldn't be in your energetic field. Today, more than ever, your soul needs cleansing, silence, and truth. Surround yourself with light, use your decrees, cleanse your house, light candles. Talk to your angels, because you are not alone in this spiritual war. And most importantly, you are not losing. You are reborn. This stage is not an end. It is an initiation. You are crossing a threshold where the old disintegrates and the new begins to shine. But like any transition, it requires strength, faith, and patience. So lift your gaze, breathe deeply, and repeat this. Nothing and no one can destroy what the universe prepared for me. Because while she despairs, you flourish. While she is consumed by hatred, you fill yourself with light. And while she sinks into her own traps, you rise towards the destiny that was always yours. This war is no longer just earthly. It's spiritual, and you felt it. There are nights when you can't sleep for no reason. There are days when everything weighs on you as if a dark cloud has settled over your life. But it's no coincidence. It's a reflection of the energetic attacks being launched at you. Witchcraft, curses, envy disguised as smiles, false words that try to weaken your spirit. They want to make you think you're alone, that there's no way out, that everything is going downhill. But what they don't know is that your soul has already been claimed by the light, that you have direct protection from heaven. That woman, the one who has been moving dark energies against you, never rests. Day and night she consults with sorcerers, performs rituals with your name, watches you from the shadows, waiting for any fall. She has gone so far as to even give up part of her vital energy just to see you destroyed. But the universe is clear. Everything offered from hatred will be claimed by the same fire that was invoked. She has not only awakened dark forces, she has signed her own spiritual condemnation. And the day is approaching when her face will lose its mask and everyone will see who she really is. Divine justice needs no witnesses, because everything is already written in the book of destiny. What she thought she would achieve in silence is already being judged by higher forces. And you, even if you feel tired today, even if you doubt your strength, you are in the right place at the exact moment. What you are experiencing is not punishment. It is a crossing between pain and resurrection, between wound and healing, between betrayal and rebirth, because everything that has tried to bring you down is making you stronger, more awake, more you. Listen carefully to this. The universe is testing you not to break you, but to position you. Because after this storm comes a victory that will change your story forever. Something you never dreamed of is on its way. But before receiving it, you need to release everything that no longer resonates with you. And that includes people. There is someone you love or loved very much, but who today is an open door to darkness. Not because that person is bad, but because they are influenced by energies they don't understand. And as long as they don't break with them, they will drag you into a cycle of pain. Don't allow it. Choose your peace, even if it hurts. Remember, there are bonds that are not healed. They are released. And there are people who are not saved with you. They are lost alone. You have already done your part. You have already forgiven. You have already tried. Now it's time to choose yourself. Because while you cry for someone who doesn't value you, there is someone who names you in their prayers. There is a being of light who watches over you, who protects you every time your soul trembles, who accompanies you on the darkest nights. That being is your spiritual guide, and they have been with you since before you were born. They are the one who has blocked the worst attacks. They are the one who has sustained you when you thought all was lost. And today they want you to know something. Your miracle is coming. You don't see it yet, but you will feel it. A sudden tranquility, a sign in a dream, a conversation that seems casual but carries a hidden message. Everything will align. What wasn't working will be repaired or disappear. What seemed stuck will suddenly flow, but first the universe will completely cleanse your surroundings. And that cleansing will not be gentle. It will be intense, because all darkness that has clung to you, even from past generations, will be expelled. You may have strange dreams, you may feel a sudden emptiness, you may lose things, friendships, even money. Don't be scared. It's part of the process. The universe is taking away what you no longer need to give you what you deserve. And believe me, what's coming is sacred. It's great. It's just, that woman, no matter how hard she tries, cannot stop this blessing, because it's not just about you. It's about your lineage, your children, your legacy. You are not being protected by chance. There is a mission within you that needs to be fulfilled, and that mission is so powerful that's why they attack you. Don't forget, no one throws stones at a tree that doesn't bear fruit. They attack you because you are abundance. They hate you because you are light. They envy you because you have something that cannot be copied. Connection with heaven. So today, at this very moment, declare with strength, they will not break me. I am protected by heaven. Say it without fear. Write it. Repeat it. Because every time you do, Your aura is strengthened, your energy is elevated, and the attacks are neutralized. Today your rebirth begins. But to be reborn, one must first die to what no longer serves. And you are ready to leave behind everything that held you back. You are ready to cross the door to your new life. A life where witchcraft no longer has power, where masks fall, where truth and justice walk with you. And when that happens, when that blessing embraces you, even your enemies will have to remain silent, because they will see with their own eyes that heaven always supports pure hearts. And now listen carefully, because this is the conclusion of this whole process. The dark cycle ends today. What they did to you, what they cast at you, what they whispered behind your back, it no longer has power over you. Your angels have just sealed your protection. Saint Michael has plunged his sword into the earth, marking a before and after. Everything that was unjust begins to crumble. Masks fall, false friendships drift away. Spells are broken. Darkness loses strength because there is no longer permission for them to touch your energy. From this moment on, you will see clear signs. People who rejected you will begin to feel guilt. People who distanced themselves will return confused. And those who spoke ill of you will fall into contradictions, because truth makes its way even if they hide it. And you, who were humbled, ignored, betrayed, will now be exalted. The universe does not forget those who acted with faith. God does not abandon his warriors. What is coming for you is not just a reward. It is an elevation, a complete transformation of your story. You will see how everything fits, how what you lost had to leave, how what hurt you so much now turns into strength. You will be a guide for others, a voice for those who could not speak, a light for those who were lost, because your pain was not in vain. It was part of your calling. And as for her, the one who wanted to destroy you, she doesn't need your hatred. She is already receiving what she sowed. The strongest punishment is not what comes from outside, but what burns within. She will live with the discomfort of knowing that nothing worked, that she tried everything and could not extinguish your light. Because you not only resisted, you persisted. So lift your head, wipe your tears, breathe deeply, and give thanks. Because heaven heard your name and will never let it go. The worst is over. The best is about to begin. Comment with power. Divine justice has already acted. And let that phrase open the final door.